The question on everybody's mind was, would Jey Uso finally become the World Heavy Yeet Champion? No. No yeet for you. I'm Charles Rector with my review of WWE Saturday Night's main event from the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. Joe Blanchard is turning over in his grave. Tully Blanchard was there looking like he was ready for the grave. And Tessa Blanchard's career is heading for the grave because she's a racist. Anyway, that was a different event. That was the clip I saw. So, yeah, this show really was fine. It was all right. Realistically, the first Saturday Night's main event in quite a while last month was probably quite a bit better. But nevertheless, 19,000 seating capacity. 15,400 according to WrestleTix. They jam-packed that place. Are we jelly? I am 44 years old trying to say this shit. Not exactly an inspiring lineup, and this review will be quick. So, Hulk decided to RSVP to Nick Hogan's wedding the week of the show because he got booed in L.A. And then his name got booed in Dallas. I wonder if Nick Hogan's going to end up driving, out of his own wedding and end up getting in a wreck and putting somebody else in a vegetative state like he did with that friend of his. By the way, fuck Nick Hogan, fuck his goddamn stupid twat-ass wife, and fuck Hulk Hogan. I can't wait till Hogan leaves this goddamn earth. So, Joe Tessitore welcomes us. Talents show up, and Nia Jax. And Ted DiBiase, fresh off of another grifting of a bunch of millions from the unfortunate people out there. And there we go. Oh, You're My Obsession by Animotion plays, and we have Joe and Jesse on the stage. And imagine if Hulk was there, how Jesse would have commented on it. So, Rhea Ripley looking as only she can look. My goodness. My goodness, with fucking respect. Anyway, Nia Jax is also there, and it's a women's world title match. Jump start by Nia. Rhea can work. She did hit a crossbody to the outside. While this wasn't bad, it wasn't great. We get one bonsai. It looked like it might have shattered Rhea's ribs. Or Rhea's just really good at selling. She hit an electric chair drop. And eventually hit a Riptide 1, 2, 3. Some point out, oh my god, Nia fell to one Riptide, but it took two for Liv. The difference is Liv draws money and actually can work, unlike Nia. Yeah, I did praise Naomi versus Nia on SmackDown when Tiffany cashed in. That is the only time you're going to hear me praise this walking bunch of couch cushions. So at least Rhea retained. Not an awful match, not a great match. Alundra Blaze and Mark Henry's in the crowd. That's what he does. Jesse Ventura joins commentary for the Braun Break Steiner against Sheamus. Intercontinental Championship match, and oh my god, can Sheamus finally win the Intercontinental title? No. No, he didn't. He didn't. This was probably the best match, excuse me, of the show. And it was what it was. It was hard hitting. Jesse said WWF a couple too many times. They had to add it. Jesse seemed a bit off. I mean, he did call out how the referee seemed to be pulling up an account and how the referee knows the foot on the rope. But could have easily counted to 3. Having a bit of a flummox, but whatever. We do get a weird, press power slam. 1, 2, kick out. The bro kick part was pretty nice, actually, with the foot on the ropes. The spear was pretty nice. I did like the earlier spear where Sheamus jumped off the steps. What was going to happen if he actually connected? What was he going to connect with? Anyway, Steiner hit a spear 1, 2, 3, but it looked like he rocked himself, so hopefully he's all right. Not bad for what it was. And Shawn Michaels coming out to the ring. And the nice thing with that short aisleway, he was able to just high-five people without even turning his head because he could see 2 different directions. So, they do show other people in the crowd, including Dory Funk Jr. I almost said senior, but that actually kind of fits because Zoe actually saw Dory Funk Jr.'s first match. Actually helped facilitate Dory Funk Sr. coming to Amarillo, Texas to establish a territory. She remembers the original Dutch Mantel that turned pro back in 1896. So anyway, Shawn Michaels, he oversees the contract signing. His way of thinking, his whole mindset is to make sure that he gets signatures on his contract, and that's it. KO comes out with a Cody Sucks Eggs shirt. That was great. It was fucking magnificent. I love that. And Cody poses on the ladder, gets all the big pop and circumstance, and it's the usual. KO tries to anger Cody. I could have beaten you in Berlin, but I took pity on you because of your knee, and our friendship was valuable, and then you did this to me. Cody tries to fire up. It's like, I am done worrying about you, and, just sign the contract. And then he tried to say the word justify. And it sounded like Dan Rather, from Family Guy. If you get it, you get it. KO vows to stop him at the Rumble, get everything that he should have gotten, all the pyro and all that. Shawn basically says, Jesus, Kevin, you sound jealous. And KO then knocks Shawn and says, I'm going to make this championship matter, the Wing Eagle belt matter more than you did, because I'm going to give them a champion that won't lose their smile. And then, they raise the titles despite I know it's symbolic, but the show's in Indianapolis. Are we just going to raise it up to the goddamn roof and then, windmill it over there? It'd actually be kind of funny if they could do that. How far is San Antonio to Indianapolis? You think they got an apparatus that can do that? So, he tried to attack Shawn. Shawn had to use his good eye to hit that sweet chin music. And there you are. So, you know what? Fine for what it was. Served its purpose. I imagine the KO probably was absolutely thrilled to be part of that. Cody's obviously going to retain. I'm just going to say that. And I do want to say quickly before I dive into the rest of it, I may review this week's Raw. I may not, because I'm in the midst of working like 11 straight days. And also there's a mystery movie that night. So it depends. If you don't see a Raw review, don't be too shocked. You won't see a Raw review likely on February 3rd, because I got to work a couple different shifts Sunday and Monday. So if you don't see Raw reviews for the next couple weeks, I do apologize. Jacob Fatu and Braun. Braun should apologize for posing as a professional wrestling monster, because he could somehow walk on his hands and run faster around the ring than he does. And I know he's a big guy. He has bad knees. I get it. He's in his early 40s. But good God, Jacob Fatu had to carry this goddamn thing. Job walk out of danger. The Samoan drop on the table. The butt bumps for days. And then eventually, I think it was Rudy Charles. Poor referee just getting thrown. Calls for a DQ. Jacob Fatu gets a chair, throws it in the ring, just throws the chair at one official, and just continues to lay out Braun with the bumps in the corner. Braun staring up at the spotlight, and he's bleeding. And Nick Aldis is trying to get some law and order. Who was that beauty that was the long-haired, black-haired beauty that was the medic? My goodness. With absolute respect. So, anyway, Braun has seemingly been taken out. Somebody said that they might actually put Jacob Fatu versus Edward James Olmos at the Rumble. That would be a catastrophic disaster. Watch it be Tama and Jacob Fatu against Braun and Edward James Olmos. For no reason. Actually, watch him put somebody else there with him, because Tonga Loa will probably be back. Or wait, that's not actually Tonga Chameleon. So, yeah, that beauty is that medic. My goodness. So, Arn and Tully are at ringside. Jesse Ventura. In my day, we tried to keep it professional. Until Hulk Hogan ratted me out about the union. And the government put the satellites on me. I can't do Jesse Ventura's voice. Whoever I Show Speed is, why does he look like he's not legally allowed to be within 1 mile of any school? So Jay makes his entrance to a pop. Gunther has been champion for 80% of his WWE run. Gunther and Jay had a decent match. I think there was time constraints. I think they probably should have maybe cut a couple minutes off of something. I mean, I'm all for Jacob Fatu getting over, but that really could have probably been saved for SmackDown. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like a couple things were going a bit long, because it seemed like they rushed a little bit of this. Gunther kept it moving and kept it at least flowing well, because Jay is not that great in the ring. He's very over, but his work is just not that great. He does get his Samoan drop to a pop. Gunther stops him. Jay fires back. Gunther keeps stopping him, but eventually, after hitting some chops, does get hit with a power bomb, sit out power bomb 1, 2, kick out. They did sell the fact that Jay was able to finally hit the super kick. But then a spear for 2, a close 2, a kick, a spear, kinda. Bad night for Spears. And not Britney Spears, no head shaving here. Britney Spears is doing well, that's great. We get a splash for 2, and then a powerbomb, and then another powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. That's it for Gunther. He continues as champion. I don't know why I said that's it for Gunther. He didn't lose. Thank God he didn't lose. God forbid if they gave Jay the world title. Somebody said, Cole said, it will be Jey Uso's time at some point. Please do not let Jey Uso become a world champion. We don't need that. I mean, at least I don't. So that being said, again, if you don't see Raw, you probably won't see SmackDown reviews for a bit. You may not see a Raw review next week, or this coming week. You definitely won't see one on the 3rd, unless big stuff happens. Because I'm working a lot, guys. I'm having to pick and choose my spots. I got other content I'm doing. It just been. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the show in the comments, please. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm sorry, by the way, if I seem a little bit like I'm out of breath. I got over a bout of being ill recently, and still got the persistent cough and everything. Don't worry, I'm good. Anyway, I'm John Ritlin, and I'll see you soon.